Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're unboxing and reviewing the SGD Studio FG003 1/3 scale select silicone statue. This Chun-Li inspired piece comes with two complete looks, a bikini set and the classic Qipao outfit. Let's jump right in. This figure, first of all, isn't officially licensed by Capcom, but it's clearly inspired by Chun-Li. Instead of a direct game likeness, the face has a softer stylized look, almost like a cosplayer, as you can see here. Some examples there, bringing this outfit to life. The mix of recognizable details with a fresh cosplay-inspired twist is what makes FG003 stand out as both a homage and a unique art piece. As you can see, the box is pretty massive. It's a pretty big figure. You can see that my vintage boombox, it pretty much pretty close to the size of that. Not close, but very well protected. This actually came in two separate shipments. You'll see here the body and also the certificate of authenticity. Also, the main outfit and the boots and so forth came in a separate package. And here is the instructions with the L, as you notice. This has a dual functionality, I should say. It's kind of subtle. There is, besides, has more intended purpose besides shelf presence, I was going to say. We'll just leave it there. As I unbox this, the styrofoam, it's kind of nice that a lot of the premium pieces do have the straps, Velcro straps, instead of the old tape. And you can see, very nice looking presentation there. You can see the body. The first piece we're going to take out of the box here is the comb that comes included. So she does have rooted hair. So if you want to style it up a little bit, if it gets kind of messy, it does include a comb, which is very nice that they added that as an addition. And as I put that back in, because I won't use it as much probably, I'm going to take out the base, which is very solid, looks like wood. You can definitely see the Battle Girl generic nameplate on it. We'll take that out of here in a bit. We'll put that away here in a second. But we'll take everything out, the plastic and so forth. But just kind of want to show you all the pieces here. This is a pin, a metal pin that actually used that to adjust the movable eyes. So like, wow. So yeah, that's what you adjust the eyes if you want a direction. So there's this sturdy metal telescoping stand, which is a nice plastic crotch area grabber, I guess you can say. Very nice, very solid, well built. Definitely will hold this figure because she's going to be heavy, I'm pretty sure, with that metal skeleton underneath it. So yeah, very nice. Definitely screws into the base. Very solid. Very nice piece. So I'm glad that their first one, I think it was Tifa, had it attached to the back, which I'm glad they just opted not to do it with this particular release. Let's take out the head sculpt. Really surprised. Nice that they included a well-protective case. You can almost kind of display it as an option if you want to, but you can see she's screwed on there with a screw. Plastic, very protected. Mine didn't come out with the wonky eyes. I've seen some unboxing where she was almost like the Possessed, all white. So she was just like that. Very nice. So I'm going to remove this huge, heavy body. Medical grade silicone. Yeah, we'll put her back here and we'll take a look at her here in a second. But first of all, let me show you this one piece. This is actually a metal piece that attaches to the head sculpt. And it's almost like you kind of pop it back in. It's like a ratchet. I don't know if it's a ratchet system, but you screw it on. It does have a little ball bearing in there, so you can kind of pop her head off and on easily. So we're going to take out the base. You can see it's definitely got some good, nice Hyperial game, Hyper-Real, I should say, game collectible 003. Pretty generic. We'll screw on the stand. Very impressed. Definitely love. Definitely got the Chun-Li body look, I could say, with the muscles, the thighs, the legs, the definition and the abs, the arms. Just a really nice looking silicone body. Very nicely proportioned. Looks great on all areas, I guess. And let's just take a quick articulation. She is kind of, does take some effort to move her joints, especially moving her thighs up, easily moving her. You see definitely the range of movement. And the articulation is very impressive, very smooth. So you got to get, just nice. Everything is just really, really nicely done. And the hands, we'll take some close looks at that. And you can do some wire bendies. But yeah, you can see the range of motion, the movement, the posability of this figure is very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, I definitely love what they did on the painting on the silicone. Looks like the muscle definitions. The wrist, you can definitely easily move. So the arms are a lot easier to move. They're, like I said, the legs, thighs are pretty heavy and take some effort. You got to pretty much lay her down. But yeah, you can kind of see the very nice movement there. Push her back down here. We get some little waist movement. It's kind of difficult, but yeah, you can kind of move her waist a little bit. She does have some articulation in there. We'll kind of bend the neck post back. You can kind of see the metal. It's definitely nice range of movement as well there. And let's see if we can get her. Yeah, we can kind of see she's got some good movement range in the waist area as well. So yeah, definitely if you want to get her posed. But you don't want to keep her extreme pose, especially in the, her arms or legs. Like I said, just like any other silicone, it could kind of, after a while, it could get damaged. I mean, with the rubber, the silicone, I should say. That's definitely got some nice range of movement as well in the feet, the ankles. And then let's take a close look at the actual sculpt. Very nice. And I've seen, I'm not going to take those little buns off on her hair, but there is hair underneath there. I've seen some other videos they're showing people there's hair underneath there. So there is the adapter on there, and there she is overall. Took off the pantyhose, the stockings, just got her in the bikini. Let's get some nice close shots here of just showing the texture of the skin, that realism. I mean, there's even got, it's kind of hard to show on camera. There is some painted veins in some parts of the body, up in her chest area, and you just kind of add to that extra realism. And here's her, kind of another close-up of the head sculpt. Very nicely painted, very nicely done. Just a cute portrait. Like I said at the beginning, this is definitely not a 100% one-on-one, representation of Chun-Li, the actual character, since she is not officially licensed. I'm sure, like I said, nice inspiration. Almost could be almost like I said, like a cosplayer in a Chun-Li outfit. So very cute portrait as well. I could say that. Let's get some more detail. Just the more the silicone, the skin, and her bust. Like I said, I'm not going to demonstrate it here, but it's almost like a jelly-like feel to it. So getting to the eyes, you can kind of see. You can push the pin there. You almost think like, oh my God, I'm going to poke a hole in that eye. But I think the material is enough where you're not going to damage it as long as you're in the white area. They want to do the colored area to move her eye. But I haven't really had a chance to move her eye as well. But here's going to show some beauty shots in her bikini, kind of showing some poses, some different styles, and how the versatility of her poses you can put her in. I mean, you kind of see her hands. You kind of see there's more. You'll see some close-ups where like her knees, she almost got that sheen, like she's got almost like wet, oily on her. That's just kind of natural additives that they do in the process of making the silicone that kind of leaks out those. So it's nothing harmful, not a defect. But yeah, you kind of see just the range of movement. Just a really gorgeous figure. Just really nice. Going to look really nice on my display with other. It's like this is probably my first 1/3 scale figure. Really, just like silicone, just like this. This is pretty much. I've got one more coming in by Infinity Studios, the Mia. I'll be doing an unboxing review on that as soon as she releases. But this is my very first one of in this scale, this type, just like compared to like the TB League Fights and Bodies. But here's some more close-ups. You can see her soles, her feet. The detail is very impressive. Definitely got some detail. Almost you can see the nails. You can see the textures. Very lifelike. Very impressed. Very nicely. Just a really good-looking figure overall. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably display her in their her Qipao outfit, the main outfit. Which if you stick around, I'm going to put her in the main outfit. It's a separate unboxing since it did come in a separate package. I did get it a few days later, maybe a week later after this, the main figure that came in. And here's a little hiccup here. Unfortunately, the pantyhose kind of ripped, so I ended up putting it on and ripped it some more, unfortunately, and I ended up contacting customer service, and they were really, really responsive. So they ended up sending me a replacement, plus I asked for a spare. As you can see, I do have a second spare pantyhose. There's a damaged one. Almost could be like battle damage, I guess. But they did send it, but the spare, they charged me $20 for the spare pantyhose and plus shipping, and the other. So I've got 2 good pairs of pantyhose that I can use, and always it's a nice peace of mind that if it messes it up next time, I've got another pantyhose stocking I can put her on her. Here is the main outfit. I said coming in the second package. Those are the spiked bracelets. You can see they are they've got a magnet, and I'll demonstrate here in a second. They do pull apart, so easily to put on. Very light. I mean, the detail is decent. I mean, what can you do? I mean, it's not metal. It's very light plastic. One thing I noticed putting it on, they do pop off really easily. So it is a nice little magnet that actually attaches just like that. So I mean, not a bad little piece. So very nice that they did that. The way the magnets. So take a look at the actual boots. Very nice. Just basic boots. Nothing. I mean, they've got the detail. That means white leather. Got the lace. Got the soles. Just even everything's white. Nicely stitched, put together. It does have some texture on the bottom of the sole. You can see it's labeled L and right, so you know which foot to put it on. And actually, I'll put these on and go from there. But yeah, it does have a nice protective foam insert inside for shipment, so it's kind of nice. So yeah, these actually will probably. I think there should be no issues putting these on her. But yeah, inside just a nice little simple boot. Nothing extraordinary about it. But yeah, just real done. Just a miniature, like a full size boot in 1/3 scale. Yeah, very nicely done. We kind of look some more around. Yeah, and I'm assuming this is, I can't tell if it's real leather, more like maybe pleather. I don't know. We'll see how long it will last on the shelf, but I'm sure it'll be good. So yep, that's it. And let's get to the main garment, the Qipao. So yeah, the stitching, you can see the embroidery is nice. I think what I'm going to do, I asked customer service, leaving this on. I know there's just always stain issues with silicone bodies, and this is the blue interior. And they said, well, you might want to put some it could possibly stain. So what I'm doing, I'm going to do some like a plastic wrap around her body when I put this on. So just in case, just that extra caution, make sure none of that the interior body is going to stain. But you can see the cummerbund got some nice little detail in there as well. So I'll probably end up doing that. Just kind of wrap her body in a nice protective plastic underneath, just to make sure none of this blue underneath. If if it wasn't stain treated or anything from the manufacturer at the SGD Studios, I'm just going to take a precaution and put some plastic. And I've done that before with my 1/6 scale Fison figures, TB League figures. I'll just put some nice wrap underneath if it's a garment that may end up staining your silicone figure. But yeah, I'm just kind of going around looking at the detailing. Yeah, very nice embroidery. It's got the big zipper piece you can see there. And then the cummerbund is attached with a Velcro. Yeah, so yeah, it's a nice cloth piece. It's got a nice little sheen to it. And there's also a wire on the edge of this, the drape here. So it's kind of nice. You can actually probably pose that. So there is a wire on the edge, all on the edges there, that you can actually pose it like a cape and stuff. So it's kind of nice that they added that. And it does feel, like I said, feeling very soft, even with the gloves on. I'm holding right now just a precaution. Make sure, like I said, I think with that little pantyhose mishap, I was putting them back on. I didn't have my gloves on, and I think one of my nails or something got caught in the pantyhose. And so yeah, I won't be doing that again. I'll be using gloves on it next time. So, but yep, more detail again. Close up of the cummerbund. Probably show this to death, showing it, but yep, really nice. And then let's unzip this outfit and see how easy it is to unzip it. So let's take this. It might be a little bit extra with these gloves on, but yeah, let's see if we can get this unzip and do the whole thing this way. So yeah, not too bad. Actually, even with the gloves on, it's pretty easy to unzip. So let's completely take it off. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad to put this outfit on the figure itself, on her. So get all the way down. It does have it has a little protective foam insert. Then we'll take a look at the interior. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it could have been maybe just I don't know. I'm not a expert seamstress or any sewing to know when this is good quality work, if it is or not. But it does have little foam inserts there. You can kind of see for the shoulders, pads right there, little padding, really nice. So yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I've seen one video where they say, oh, it's pretty awful. But hey, you know what? You're not going to see that. I mean, you're seeing the outside here. If you're going to put this on is what in the inside counts. But like I said, I'm gonna put some wrap and protector from just in case any of the blue stain may leach if it wasn't treated or not. So I'm not gonna take chances. But again, here is the underwear. This actually, you will probably take off the bikini and put this in replacement. So there is her panty, I guess, her underwear. And then there's the bra. It's all white, really nice, just simple. And there she is, all put together. And that is with the replacement pantyhose. So you had no problem putting it on the second time. So everything looks good. She poses well. Like I said, just gotta get a stand. Don't want to be. She is kind of, I say top heavy. She is a very heavy figure. But yeah, the one thing I noticed when posing her is just take off those bracelets, because for one, they fall off real easily when posing her, and two, I didn't want a chance of those bracelets hitting her stockings, her pantyhose, because that stuff is pretty delicate, and I didn't need another rip in those pantyhose. But even though I got a spare one, but yeah, either way, either or, just peace of mind. I don't know if I'll be taking this outfit off anytime soon. Maybe change it up, maybe another year, maybe put the bikini on and stuff and have her on the shelf. Before we wrap up, here's a quick size comparison. On the left, we've got the SGD Studio 003 Chun-Li. Next to her is a smart doll with a pear body. Both are 1/3 scale, but you can see the difference in design and proportions. And for perspective, here's a 1/6 scale cami, which really shows how substantial the FG003 is in size. This figure has serious shelf presence for sure. Overall, thanks for watching, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. This unboxing review of the SGD Studio 003. Whether you're here for the Chun-Li inspiration, the craftsmanship, or just the sheer presence of a 1/3 scale piece, it definitely delivers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you want to see more comparisons like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.